The
Okay, so
application-
when are you going to move then?
Your Honor, I have had to deal with all the demands of the court, so I cannot explore that.
Ma'am,
So
I understand all of that. The question becomes, when can you move?
that is a question mark to you and me both, Your Honor. I do not know. I have nowhere to go. I am solo in this world. Checked
Okay,
it out.
ma'am,
They must
I
have
don't
obviously
know.
researched
You guys keep talking about lawyers. I've not met them. I don't know.
by necessity where your court is located, the cell tower, Wi-Fi for the buildings. I will literally fry and be unable to move. That's why I couldn't come today.
A squatter walks into court with her landlord, and it goes off the rails instantly. She claims she can't appear in person because the Wi-Fi and courtroom electronics will fry her body and shut her down. Yes, that's her actual excuse. She delivers it with a straight face. But Judge Simpson? You can see him fighting not to roll his eyes. He's seconds away from slamming the eject button on this nonsense. So here's the question. Do you buy this, or should someone who owes $$12,000 in unpaid rent get *0 slack? Let's break it down and watch this squatter absolutely implode.
Your name?
Pamela Peel.
All right. Miss Gerler here?
She's on the phone.
No, she's on the...
I do not know how this got muted again, Your Honor. I believed I was on unmute. I have been present.
You're good right
Nancy
now.
Rose there. Okay.
All right, where are you folks in regard to this case? Did you receive a copy of her answer?
Yes, I did. Yes, I received it on the 13th. So I'm the owner of the home at Way, Dexter, Michigan, where the defendant is now occupying the first floor. I'm very nervous in this setting, so that's why I wrote everything.
That's okay, me too. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm seeking possession of my property, and I want the defendant to move out immediately. We have no lease. On September 23rd, 2021, the defendant and I made a month-to-month verbal rental agreement, and she agreed to pay $995 a month on the first day of each month following the first payment. On October 4th of this year, I gave the defendant the proper 30-day notice demanding possession of my property because of non-payment of rent.
Well, okay, let me stop you there.
Okay.
A 30-day can't be the subject of a non-payment of rent action.
Okay. So.
All right. Do you want her to move, or are you just terminating her tenancy? I mean, are you terminating her tenancy and want her to move, or do you want her to pay you?
I want her to move, and I want to also have a money judgment. So I can't do that?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, that's what I want.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm seeking a money judgment from the court for all back that she owes me as of December 1st, 2023, which is $11,995 plus court costs $215 and service fee of $68.
So how much is your
So the total
claim?
money judgment requested from the court is $12,278.
All right, Ms. Gerler, what do you have to say to that?
Your Honor, when I first moved in, it was to be a temporary arrangement. I had another place lined up that did not end up being represented appropriately. It was to be vacated and renovated. Didn't happen. I have attempted along the way to give Ms. Peel, the plaintiff, money. I became extremely ill with COVID, which I have long COVID, along with 2 other disabilities. When I became behind in rent because of illness and sought help from local agencies, the plaintiff was offered money from Faith in Action, and she declined those monies. And there were other monies from other agencies that would have been available that would have satisfied my arrearages at that time. of $2,985. Declining those monies led me to believe that she simply wanted me to move out. So I tried to start packing possessions, became ill with COVID again. I have, in the court documents, outlined to you the many times since then that I have been afflicted with every COVID variant. I already have a serious extreme condition of electrohypersensitivity that I cannot easily find a place to live. I cannot live in group settings, be exposed to Wi-Fi, wireless meters, be near cell towers. I need a rural environment.
The entitlement is off the charts here. And apparently, so is her immune system, because now she's claiming she's constantly sick. Which, let's be real, is either a sympathy grab or the worst tenant Yelp review in legal history. Honestly, if she put half the effort into finding a job as she does into finessing housing court, she'd be running HR at Hobby Lobby by now. And let's be clear, claiming health issues while dodging rent doesn't make you a victim. It makes you a live-action Monopoly * chance card. So, what do you guys think? Is she really sick or just allergic to accountability?
I no longer have a vehicle. I cannot use cell phones, smartphones, computers due to my electrohypersensitivity, and I thank the court for granting this Zoom appointment at the last minute, since I was not supplied the forms necessary in the personal and mailing service I received, and was actually waiting because in our December 1st hearing with Judge Barr, he informed the plaintiff that she had filed incorrect paperwork and needed to refile. So I have been waiting for that paperwork to come, which I don't know if something changed and was not necessary. But
What incorrect paperwork? I don't have a notice to that.
Well, and that's whatever happened, Your Honor. That's what I heard in court, and I'm not privy to what happened thereafter. I am chronically ill, Your Honor. When I get well,
Ma'am, hold
I cannot
on. Yes, ma'am.
I spoke with my attorney counsel yesterday, and she said my paperwork was fine. I think it was just not clear to Judge Barr what I wanted because I didn't know how to present my case. So,
Well,
but
yeah, I actually see what Judge Barr is saying right now. Well, you filed 2 different notices. That's why. I got it. It's fine. I think. Hold on. That's not that one. Right. You filed 2 different ones, but you've got, it appears to me, the correct paperwork. Right.
Your Honor,
So-
just to respond, that's what I heard from the judge. And my legal
Yeah, but
counsel,
this is another judge saying that that's wrong. It's correct.
and that's fine. I have no problem, but I
Okay,
was waiting
good.
on that paperwork. I know that the plaintiff is someone who tries to do things appropriately, but what did not happen appropriately with this home that has been a long time rental is that there is no certificate of compliance on file with the township. And the
Okay, so
application-
when are you going to move then?
Your Honor, I have had to deal with all the demands of the court, so I cannot explore that yet because I was required to apply for SER with the DHS, which was declined. I have contacted every agency available to me thus far.
Ma'am, do you understand she doesn't want you to pay rent and stay? She wants you to leave.
I understand that, sir, but to comply with the court and the paperwork required for this hearing, DHS, that's where I have put my first attentions. I have been packing and moving things out of the house, which they have witnessed, but because of my extreme sensitivities, it is not easy for me to find a place where I can live safely. I have just recovered from my last bout with COVID, which has severely impacted me for the last 4 years and created these issues. And I have also...
Ma'am, I understand all of that. The question becomes, when can you move?
That is a question mark to you and me both, Your Honor. I do not know. I have nowhere to go. I am solo in this world. I have no vehicle. My car broke down June of 2022. And my situation is not a good one because of chronic illness.
I still don't understand how these squatters get away with this in plain sight. She signed the lease, agreed to the terms, and then just straight up decided rent was optional. Now she owes over $12,000 and still has the audacity to stroll into court armed with excuses. Here's the crazy part. Once a lease is signed, even if the tenant stops paying, the landlord can't just kick them out. Nope, they have to go through a whole formal eviction process that can take weeks or even months. And if the tenant knows how to play the game, filing bogus motions, crying unlivable conditions, it just drags the whole thing out even longer. It's basically like the legal system is handing them a stay free card just for having a pen and a pulse when they sign the lease. Tell me how that makes any sense. So what do you think? Should people like this be allowed to stay even one more day, or should the judge have kicked her out weeks ago?